Hello, everybody. Okay, so this video, we are learning about fractions. So we're going to learn how to add fractions, subtract fractions, multiply fractions, divide fractions. So you should know basically what the idea of a fraction in primary school. Like a fraction kind of represents parts of a whole. So like 3/4 would be 3 parts out of 4. Now if you were if you were to cut a pizza into 4 slices and you ate two of them, you ate 2/4 of that pizza or half of that pizza. So another way to think about fractions as division. Your division. This this is a blank fraction, right? This fraction with numerator on top. So if you did 3 divided by that's the over 5. So we can also simplify fractions. For example, thanks. We simplify fractions by dividing the top and bottom of my fraction by a common factor. So a common factor between 6 and 9 is divided by 3. So 6 over 9 and 3 over 2, say these are equivalent fractions. Fractions are equivalent. So how do we add and subtract fractions? So to add and subtract fractions, we look at the bottom numbers, i.e. denominator. So we change both of the fractions to have something called a common denominator. So what we first need to do is we need to find a number that both will go out. This is called a. We then change both fractions, have the same bottom number, multiply the fraction, make sure the. And once our denominators are the same, we just add. So no point in me do it. So 6 over 7 plus 3. So we need to first look at my lowest common denominator. So the lowest common multiple, 7 and 4. What's the lowest common multiple of 7 and 4? Well, it is. Now I need to get my bottom of my fractions to look like. So I can get 7. What I do to the bottom of my fraction, same here. Therefore, top of my I'm going to have out of my denominators are the same. I just add my top. So this is known as an improper fraction, right, or a top fraction. And usually in second level, secondary school, you would leave your answer at the top fraction. Don't we? What about here? 5, 6 minus 3/4. So the lowest common number is 12. So 5. Yeah, say for example, you didn't know the lowest common denominator was 12. Then you just forgot that part. What else could I do? Well, I could multiply bottom, right? Multiply by the other 5 times 15. 2 over 20. Let's look at the top and bottom. That would be finally here. So 1 and 4/5. That's the, that's the same as minus 1 and 1. So we just add a 5. So my lowest common denominator. So I'm going to minus 27. That's how we add. What about? Just remember for that, whatever we do to the denominator, we have to do to the numerator. So, what about a multiplying fraction? Very. Just multiply the top numbers together and multiply the bottom numbers together. So just remember top by top, bottom by bottom. Thirds times 4/5. Well, it's just top by top, bottom by bottom. 2 times 4. 3 times top by top, bottom by bottom. Multiplying fractions. Then dividing fractions, very similar, right? We have to keep KFC, keep, flip, change. So keep the first fraction the same. We then flip second fraction. This is no, and then we change sign. So keep, flip, change. Change the sign. Now we do our multiplication rule. Top by top, bottom by bottom. 2 5 is 10. 3 times 4 is 12. This can be divided by dividing the top. This can be simple. So let's just look at a word problem. Helen is baking. She uses 3/5 of a bag of cookies for each tray of cookies. She's planning on making 6 trays next week. How many bags of cookies do you need? Well, she used 3/5 of a bag per tray. 6 trays. So instead of going 3/5 plus 3/5 plus 3/5, we can just 3/5 times 6. And I can still apply my fraction multiplication here. 3/5 is 3/5, but 6 can be written as 6. Top by top, bottom by bottom. 5 times. So that is going to be, and how many bags does she buy? Well, she can't buy 3/5 bag, can she? So she buy. That's it. I hope this video was some help to you guys. Bye.